Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab you a libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola. From the west side. Happy Friday. The first Friday of May. And we're gonna talk about Kevin Samuels. We're gonna start out with that. But I'm not here to dance on that man's grave. But we're gonna talk about heart disease, the silent killer. And how it doesn't matter what size you are, what age you are. If you are not taking good care of your body and, seeing doctors on a regular basis, and I know that might be a little difficult, with us coming out of the lockdown. But heart disease is very high up on the list of things that take us out as people of color. It actually kills more women than men because we have different symptoms than men. Now they are alleging that fentanyl was found in his system, allegedly. And we all know that this man was like a Red Bull freak. And that stuff, I think, mixed together, and we don't know what else he was on. Maybe some type of, sexual enhancement. Little boo pills, maybe. Because the way that they said that he died was post-sex. So, I don't know. Anyway, let me come on camera, y'all. I'm not used to sitting behind the camera without it on. So hold on, let me bring it up. Hey everybody. Come on, camera. All right, get my hair together. I just kind of threw it up in a bun, threw it up in a ponytail, sloppy one. Hey Angela. Hey Classic Iconique. So, there are a lot of people are doing the most. Women are doing the most in regards to Kevin Samuels. And I understand. I was not a Kevin Samuels fan either. Not a fan of the message or anything. And see, I was around when he wasn't this big person, this kind of just happened, in 2020, 2021. This was all new, So I understand how these women are feeling, because this dude was not nice to Black women. And, I didn't say nothing. I didn't listen to nothing this fool said because, number one, he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to a specific group of women who, for whatever reason, fell for the nonsense, or were the demographics that was listening to what he was saying. But isn't it interesting that the woman that he was with wasn't a size 6? She wasn't a size 6. She was like a size 18. Interesting. Size 18. Hey, Terry. You're a little busy tonight. Okay, no problem. You can just listen. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Kevin Samuels and his unfortunate demise. Get out of here. So it appears that he may have been either in the act or right after the act with this young lady. And she was, I guess, Hispanic, Latina, who are curvy chicks just like us. And we know that Kevin was always telling people, about exercising and all of this stuff. And But you have to wonder if it was do as I say and not as I do. You know, it's as it came to his own health, because, you know, I'm looking at this from the perspective that this man was in the same age range as myself. Okay. Now, I don't have any heart issues, but I have what they call a heart murmur. Had it up my entire life. Ran track, was an athlete, everything. Didn't stop me from doing anything. Okay? But I've always been aware of it. You know? But at the age that Kevin is, I'm wondering if he had been doing any stress tests, if he had been doing anything to make sure that everything was cool. You know, was this the first? Or had he had warning signs that he had ignored? I'm just wondering, you know, because he apparently had a massive heart attack. So I'm wondering, did he may have had maybe like many heart attacks and didn't know he had a heart attack before this, and things happened that he ignored. You know, and contrary to what people think, him being in his early 50s, he's in his late 50s, so he's in actuality not a Gen Xer like some of us thought. He's actually Gen Jones, like myself. I don't know, he was lying about his age, you know. But the woman that he was with was everything that he told all of you not to be. She was already in her 30s. She was not a little woman. She was a big girl. I mean, she had a career. And obviously her career included extracurriculars. Allegedly. But I mean, I've been watching some of the stuff that you guys are out here doing. Ladies, it's just too much. You know. Now, if he did something to you personally, that's one thing. Because other than that, I didn't watch him. I didn't watch him because I didn't agree with his commentary. And I wasn't foolish enough to sit there and listen to it. I mean, I could barely stomach the man. You know? And the manosphere, Lord, they're scrambling. See, because, you know, like yesterday, before all the full details had come out, you know, once, you know, all yesterday, it was everybody was going through confirming whether this man was here or not. It was, he was trending on Twitter. If you saw the stuff that was on Twitter, it was just crazy. I tweeted myself because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Let me just tell y'all what I tweeted from my Twitter account that is in every one of my videos. I don't know what the heck that is. Elon Musk has put so much stuff on Twitter since he took over. Y'all, I'm telling you, Okay, so let me tell you what my tweet was. I tweeted, I wasn't a Kevin Samuels fan, but y'all are actually out here celebrating and rejoicing that he's gone. This is just sick. That's just sick. To me, it's sick. You know, and you know, I mean, I know being a believer is, you know, not a popular thing, and you know, nobody knows. I don't know what his, you know, deal was when it came to that, you know, but I just don't believe, you know, dancing up and around about this man dying is good for you who are doing it. I don't. So it feels like y'all are down. That's better. Knock something over. Knock something over. Wait a minute. Up. Y'all are falling. Wait a minute. Okay. That's better. I'll just sit back. Sit up. Alright. Now, can y'all hear me still? Okay. Alright, we're good. So, Kevin Samuels is gone. You know, and, you know, I saw people just, the man is very scrambling because here's the thing. He had this message. He was preaching this manosphere message. Whether y'all believed it or not, he had taken the manosphere message and was trying to mainstream it. I don't know if that's going to happen now. But nonetheless, that was the message that he was out there preaching. And then he dies on top of a BBW. Big, beautiful woman. The size 18s are probably around it. You know, the bigger women, they're probably having a field day right now. You know, because he tells y'all, you know, that you need to be smaller, you know, like my size, but I'm not right because, you know, I'm way past the wall. And I'm also taller than he would want. That part, yeah. But that girl didn't look like she was short. She looked like she was, you know, in the picture that I saw when I peeked from the clouds on another YouTuber's page. That girl looked like she was pretty tall. She was a big girl. I mean, she's a big girl and she's a big girl. Like, she's not a short girl. So, it's like his entire ideology, everything that he said was bullshit. Pretty much. Let's see. Yeah, I'm well past, you know, 10 minutes into my show. So that one little curse word, you know, won't get this video demonetized. But that's just what it was. You know, who knows if this man believed what he was preaching or not, but it was coming out of his mouth. There are men who have taken ideologies and stuff that this man was saying and, you know, attacked black women and M-word black women and R-word black women. You know, so
those are things, that he in death is responsible for, but he's going to have to go to the maker and talk about that stuff. He wasn't a nice person, in my opinion. And he seemed to have an issue with certain types of women because of his past experience. And I think a lot of the stuff that he was doing was for clickbait, and this man did what he needed, what he thought he had to do to get to where he needed to get. It worked. We don't know what deals he made. We don't know what he did. A lot of people thought that man was an op. Like an agent up in here. A lot of people thought that he was an agent up in here. Could have been. Who knows? He helped to, encourage a lot of the division and a lot of the piece of hair or something. Wait, for my hair. Wait, I'm doing a piece of hair in my hair. Okay, so he caused a lot of division in all of Black YouTube. It didn't matter what part you were in, really. And now you got all those lost puppies over there because their savior, the one who was gonna put their stuff, take it to the masses, is gone. So you gotta wonder who's gonna step into his place. Because a lot of people have disassociated themselves from, the quote unquote Black manosphere because, it's not really a good place to say who you are. They're being watched. So, some of the originators, they don't even call themselves that, but they come 2.0 or something, like they're someplace else. They redefine themselves as a different, type of Black manosphere. I don't know, but I wonder what, people like Obsidian are gonna do. Angry Man gonna do. The people that he had left behind. Are y'all gonna jump on that? He's gone now. This is your perfect opportunity, to just. But that means that y'all gonna have to learn how to polish your message. And you've got to have charisma. Anybody over there who has that kind of charisma, they can just step on into that. I'm just wondering. But it's ironic, that he said all this stuff, to Black women, telling them that they should just, that they're going to die alone. He didn't die alone, but he didn't die with somebody that he loved. He died with someone who was paid to be with him. Allegedly. I'm just saying. You know? Now, I mean, she's a nurse too, I think they said. She's a nurse. So she knew that he was, I guess, having a heart attack. And she went and got a defibrillator. Hey, Mocha Mommy. Hey, Neha. Hey, Miss Pamela. So, you know, I'm just wondering if he never had a heart attack before, what was going on that made him have a fatal heart attack? And I mean, it's not, I don't think it would just be the sex. Something else. That makes y'all think it's like, you know, people are thinking it's like, you know, dang, that's like out of The Color Purple. How'd he die on top of me? That part. Because they say he died, he fell on top of her. He fell on top of the lady. And then I guess she got him off of her and she, you know, called 911. But the other thing I want to talk about is how we have such a distrust for the black media, because the black media was putting this out. It was all over YouTube and Twitter, coming from black websites, be they gossip websites, hip hop music websites, whatever they were. And people were waiting for TMZ. And TMZ didn't say nothing until sometime today. I mean, you couldn't even find Kevin Samuels on their website before today. That tells you that he was YouTube famous, okay? He was not famous. He was, you know, even though, you know, he was getting ready to get his message out there, he wasn't mainstream. He done a couple of things, you know, but he wasn't over there doing Fox Soul like, you know, Cynthia G's over there doing Fox Soul right now, trying to distance herself from the YouTube drama. We'll see how that works for her. But back to Kevin Samuels. The interesting thing about what he was saying is he was taking other people's messages and just remixing them. Bon Cherry pointed out something that, yeah, I'd heard her say a lot of times. Dude took that from her. So we don't know, you know, he took other people's messages, and we know because he started out as an image consultant. His website still is an image consultant. You know, so maybe he still saw himself as an image consultant because he was not really trained to be a relationship guru or to be able to tell people. That was not his field of expertise. He just decided he was going to do it. And it worked for him, you know. You know, basically, he jumped in there when people got scattered. You know, he actually built momentum off of the Derek Jackson fiasco. He sure did. I hope this don't bring that other fool back. I hope he don't, stay wherever you have to stay over there. And somebody was saying allegedly that him and his wife might be getting a divorce. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe they are. Hey, TC. Let's see what you're saying. Let's see. His poor mother had to find out. Exactly. His family found out from social media. Yeah, I know. Conscious TV was doing a show. He did a long show last night. I kind of jumped in and out of his. He had a few people over there. Storm Monroe was over there acting a effing fool yesterday, and this was just as it was being confirmed, and he was still acting dumb, making jokes about how the man had died. Because yesterday they were talking about how he died on top of her, and they put the way that they said the death is, I think it's post-clotus, which means post-sex. I think that's the medical term. Means there was evidence that he had been having sex, I guess within a certain amount of time prior to the cardiac arrest. What a way to go. But he was always drinking those freaking Red Bulls. Always drinking them damn things. And, they've been, there haven't been any substantiated things in regard to them, but they've said that they're not good, to be just drinking them things. And if he had fentanyl in his system, where the hell did he get that from? What 57-year-old man is taking that kind of dangerous drug? I'm just wondering. This is all alleged. The only thing that's not alleged is that this man is no longer here. Apparently it happened yesterday morning. And, I was in Melanie King's live, her early live. And someone came into her live and told her, and she was saying, I don't think that that's true. But then she said, let me get off of here. Let me go find out what's going on. So then she came back on later on yesterday. And apparently Dennis Sperling had confirmed with Atlanta PD. I'll tell you one thing. Them folk over in Atlanta PD was talky. They was telling everybody. And then also, his fraternity brother, so I guess he really is a Kappa, or was a Kappa. Somebody must have verified him, you know, told other people. So, you know, it was a number of people, you know, that were able to verify it, you know, that were reliable sources. And yet still these folk was still waiting for freaking TMZ, like TMZ is the effing gospel. Don't y'all realize that TMZ is just another gossip page too? But y'all gotta wait for the white people to do it? To verify that it's true before you believe it. You don't believe black people? Seriously? You know, yeah, I know many people did not want that to be true. They wanted that to be a, you know, I didn't wish death on that man. You know, but it's very interesting that as soon as he got that money, he was doing all the things that he was telling you guys not to do. And that might be why he's no longer here. Because what was he doing that was stressing his heart out like that? And again, I say, were there warning signs before this actual heart attack that he ignored? You know, did he have like some numbness? You know, people need to know what the signs are that you're having a heart attack, because some people have heart attacks and don't know they're having a heart attack. And maybe he didn't know he was having a heart attack. I would think if this man, if he realized that, you know, the chest pains that when he complained, they would have gone to the hospital. You know, another reason for men in their 50s to date age appropriate. You know, taking those blue pills, trying to keep up with younger women. For real. I mean, you know, it's okay to date, you know, I mean, I know typically men like to date, you know, be with a woman that's younger than them. But how about somebody just somewhere in your same age range? You know, I think the last time that I dated somebody that was younger than me, like way younger than me, I was in my 30s. My 30s. I dated somebody in their 20s when I was in my late 30s. For about 2 seconds. Yeah. We're still friends. They were trying to have a child, and I wasn't trying to have a child with them. I was trying to have a child with them. They wanted me to have a kid. Yeah. You know, kind of, we gotta be married type, and yeah. Crazy. This dude is out of here. I date, my man is in my age range, sorta, kinda, sorta, I mean, he's an Xer, and I'm a lost generation, because I've already established that we are not baby boomers. There is no such thing as baby boomer 2. Okay? My generation we call ourselves Generation Jones, but y'all know us as the lost generation. In other words, the generation that had no name. Nameless, But we're between, Xers and boomers, which means it's that boomers remember when Kennedy was assassinated. Us lost generations may or may not have been even born, and if we were born, we were too little to remember that. We weren't around when the Korean War came about, and we were kids when Vietnam hit. Boomers were adults when Vietnam hit. See the difference? It's like some of us grew up with Xers. Some of us grew up with Xers. Like my brother and sister are Xers. Because they were born later in the 60s than me. Well, one of them wasn't even born in the 60s, but Hey, Stephanie. How are you? I haven't seen you in so long. How is it across the pond? How is it across the pond? Y'all, I'm getting hot under this hot light. Sorry. Let me just. But Kevin Samuels was 57 years old, and he was with a 32-year-old. It's crazy because, the sad thing is that that's one of the main killers of Black Americans. We have heart disease, hypertension, which is also related to heart disease, and diabetes, which is also, all of those, a lot of people have all three. And a lot of it is because of the choices we make in what we're eating and how we're treating our bodies. Are you kidding me? Effing fentanyl, allegedly? What are these people thinking? Isn't that what took my boy Prince out? Isn't that what took Prince out? I'm just, if he took fentanyl, like, they're alleging it was in his system, maybe that's why it said originally an accidental death. Accidental by cardiac. So but we know that Black men historically are quicker to go to the gym than they are to go to a doctor. And I guess it must be that gym culture of drinking them freaking Red Bulls and stuff, because I know all that stuff ain't good for you. I can't even remember the last time I drank one. And usually I couldn't even drink the entire one. I'd have to like drink like half of one, and then I was done, because that stuff is like, it makes your heart race. It's like you know, you're on this, you're racing. And then if he mixed it with that other stuff, y'all. Well, we'll find out from the autopsy. We'll find out. You know what? I bet Nyla and Taz are glad that this had everybody distracted for about a day. But I heard that they back up on your behind today, and wow, I heard. Matter of fact, I saw a clip of it. Shouts out to Amiri. Shouts out to DLD. Of you being embarrassed by that freaking, what is he? Candyman on your show. Girl, you doing a show, a call-in show, and you got this ignorant nigga in the background screaming and yelling. And then he has the audacity to promote his own freaking raggedy channel. Isn't that the same stuff that he used to do to his sister Ren? Trashed her channel? Is he trying to trash your channel? Is he trying to make you look? Well, he's already done that, because aren't you on a second channel doing all your stuff? You barely use Nyla Says now. You always over on Nyla Vibes. Ain't that right, girl? And you were praying that, all this Kevin Samuel stuff were, things going on with him would take all eyes off of you. But then it brought all eyes right back on you, because that nigga got on there and embarrassed you. And it makes us look at you strangely, girl. Then we already are. As though, what the F are you doing with this stupid ass? Your unicorn. Girl, if you don't get the F out of here with that mess. What kind of unicorn has a jail, has a rap sheet that goes back to their freaking teens? What you talking about? Every place this dude has ever lived since he was 16 years old, he has gotten arrested. Got in trouble at home. Then when he was 18, moved away, got in trouble, moved someplace else, got in trouble, moved someplace else, got in trouble, moved someplace else, got in trouble. This is who he is. That's who he is. But that's your unicorn, huh? Girl. I guess is he the best you can do? Is that the best you can do, girl? I bet you wishing that he had gone with Uppity, aren't you? But nah, that's your problem. You stay with that fool. Because clearly, I don't know, you like this abusive behavior? I mean, you know, maybe it's a back and forth between you two. Maybe you guys abuse each other. But girl, any man who got you on the whole stroll in Vegas in 2015, what kind of unicorn is that? What kind of unicorn is that? I'm wondering. You sure know how to pick them. Girl. Is this a South Side chick thing? You know, I mean, well, damn, it can't be because Michelle is a South Side chick too. And she picked the man that's, you know, that was president of the United States for 8 years. So no, it can't be a South Side chick. It must just be a dumb chick situation. Maybe it's a project chick thing, you know? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Because, you know, you were a teen mom. Yeah. You weren't, dang girl, you weren't even old enough to drive when you had your first child. What were you? 14? $15? Maybe you were old enough for a learner's permit. But there's this picture allegedly of you when you were younger with Tupac. And you were in a wheelchair back then, so yeah, you might have been a while before you were able to drive, because you had to get off that chair first. And good for you that you got out of that chair. Good for you on that part, you know. But shame on you for lying and saying you had sarcoidosis. Something going on with you though, because you got them bulging eyes, but that might be a thyroid problem. That's generally a thyroid problem. When your eyes are bulging up out of your, you know, you've got the big eyes bulging out. That's generally a thyroid problem. You see, thyroid's right here, so you might want to get that checked out. But that's not sarcoidosis. See, sarcoidosis, if you are able to live with it, you may end up having to get a lung transplant and a heart transplant, like my cousin, who is living with sarcoidosis. You know, One of my uncles had it too. My cousin who's living with it, his father, you know. So I know about sarcoidosis, and I know sarcoidosis, you couldn't have sarcoidosis and have people cutting on your body to do a BBL. Because if you do, you could die. I'm just saying, because yeah, you could die. And there are women out here dying right now, getting their bodies done. It's crazy. Because that's most men are interested in the body that a woman has. They're not interested in, implants. They're not interested in you going getting fat injections in your behind. They ain't interested in none of that. So you're not doing it for the men, because you can do all of that and he still leave your ass. Because that's not why they're there. They don't care about none of that. And honestly, most men don't care if you wear your real hair, you wear braids, or you wear a weave, or you wear a wig. They don't care about none of all that stuff. That's what, y'all doing that for the women. I say, do what makes you happy. If you're gonna wear makeup, don't wear so much makeup that you don't look like you. Okay? See, right now, I don't have a bunch of makeup on, okay? But if I put on my avatar, that is me with makeup on. But notice, I don't have a whole lot of makeup on. I have a little eyeshadow on, and I got some lipstick. That's it. I'm not, that's the thing about the makeup now. A lot of women put on the amount of makeup that drag queens put on so that they can look like us. So I'm just saying, you shouldn't be having to put that much makeup on. Your features shouldn't be that severe as a woman that you need to put so much makeup on to make yourself look so dramatically different from who you are. But, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm only almost 60. And I've never been into wearing a whole bunch of makeup. I think the only time I put on like a lot of makeup was when I wasn't 21 and I wanted to get into the clubs and I didn't want to get carded. Yeah, that worked. So I put on makeup so I wouldn't get carded. But I still look like I still look young. And then once I was 21, I'll put on a little makeup, but I wasn't gonna put the tons of makeup that I was doing before I was 21, between 18 and 21, because I wasn't trying to look older. You know, and that's another thing. If you put on too much makeup, ladies, it makes you gold. It really, really does. You know, if you women do good skin routines with their skin, they should not need a whole lot of makeup, no matter what age they are. Just saying. Just saying. Drink lots of water. Drink lots of water. That's actually what I'm up here drinking. Some water. You know. I know people are, like I said, people are celebrating Mr. Samuels being gone. You know, I guess he is in, what is, I forget what the Kappa's chapter in the sky is. He's an Omega chapter of, you know, whatever their, you know, Phi Nu Pi, whatever the thing is with them. I can't remember. I'll have to ask somebody I know that's a Kappa. But he's not here anymore. I believe that there are people who are going to continue to expound his rhetoric. I believe that there are content creators out there right now who are trying to position themselves to step into that lane. You know, I think you got people like you know, Cynthia G, who's saying her what she talks about is something completely different than what she talks about when she goes on Fox Soul. If y'all have noticed, are trying to, you know, push their message to the mainstream. But I wonder who's going to do it on the mills, on, you know, from the manosphere. You know, I know a lot of people were commenting that, you know, Melanie King, who's one of, like, I guess, you know, his people that, you know, the women who kind of work with him, and she's got a you know, substantial platform herself, and she just went full time. You know, maybe, you know, they're going to position her to take that and now put a female face on it. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. She too is divorced though, so I don't know. But you guys, I'm gonna get out of here because I will be back on in about 15, maybe 20 minutes on my other channel, the Purple Diva Den. And if you have not gone ahead and taken a look at my long ass video from yesterday, my lifestyle video, this weekend vlog, sorry y'all, it's like 15 minutes long. Please take a look at it sometime in the next couple of days. I will be also dropping the Always Pan review and unboxing tomorrow. I figured since I did a 15-minute video yesterday, because I'm trying to, you know, build up my lifestyle part of my channel, and I was going live tonight on both of my channels, that I would not bombard y'all with more videos today, but y'all, they in the queue. They're coming. But I will see those of you who are going to be over at the Purple Diva Den, getting ready on the den. Last week was really cool. Had somebody come up and, like, you know, lace with some poetry. So I mean, if you are poetic and you want to come over there and, you know, throw something down, it'll be open for people to come up and do that. We're just going to be having an adult conversation over there. Yeah, so I will talk about things over there that I don't necessarily talk about in here. So I will see you guys. I'm about to get out of here with me from my freaking, where is it? My outro, y'all. Okay, you guys, I'll see you guys. And come on over to the Purple Diva Den in about 15 minutes. Come on, you know you want to come. We'll continue the conversation there. Until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out of here, you guys. Peace!
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace!